Jamaica is truly the land of wood and water, and when it comes to life under the sea, we really have something very special, which the artistic Mermaid has done a great job of capturing and bringing to shore. Anna Kate Cuff is with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good to have you.
Good to see you.
I don't know where to start. You are so talented. So you're a ceramist, you're a swimmer, you're a diver.
Yes.
You work with kids with special needs.
Yeah.
What again?
I think that's maybe it.
Well, that's enough.
That
You know, I don't know if we have enough time to go through all your accomplishments this morning. But this is a very interesting story how you started doing this. You decided you weren't going to go to sixth form, you're going to go to Edna.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what inspired your passion to go into art.
Well, actually, I used to do drumming originally. I used to play the drum set at Edna Manley. And that's kind of where I got into the whole artistic kind of vibes. And then when I was in fifth form, I decided that I didn't want to do any like teaching or any of those typical like not kind of jobs.
Not your thing.
Yeah, so I decided just to go straight into the arts. And I went to Edna Manley. I wasn't even sure yet if I was going to do visual arts or music because I applied for both schools and I got into both of them, so I had to choose. At the time, I chose art because I was really shy and I couldn't imagine playing in front of a whole crowd of persons, so that's how I went with art.
Yeah.
But I still had to talk about my work anyway in front of Yeah.
I mean, here you are today, lady. So, I mean, it just shows you that with success comes that need to speak about what it is that you do. Even though, to be quite honest, Annika, your work kind of speaks for itself. It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Why this love of the sea and all things marine?
Well, I always loved swimming in general because I used to swim from as a child. And then as I grew older, my passion and love for the ocean kind of became more intense. So at first, normally, I used to, when we got the freedom to do what we wanted to do in our third year, I created sculptures just because of the form, really. I wasn't really thinking about putting any meaning behind of it. But for my final year exhibition, what I wanted to do was to raise awareness for the coral reefs.
Right.
So because I go diving and snorkeling and basically explore the water world.
The sea, yeah.
So I wanted to basically bring the underwater world to the surface so persons could see what's happening and gain a sense of appreciation and admiration for the ocean and ask questions like, so for example, a piece where I will show coral bleaching happening. A lot of persons see the white and think the white looks beautiful and nice.
Show us which piece.
Like say this one, for example.
So tell me what that piece is saying, because to the untrained, unmarine, unappreciative of water eye, it just looks like a coral reef, but there's something going on here.
So the colored sections would be where it's still healthy and there's still life happening. All the white sections is basically when it's going through coral bleaching. So coral bleaching is when the ocean gets too warm and they release the algae inside of them that gives them the color and keeps them healthy and alive. And then the green parts that you see is actually the moss that's growing on the coral.
So that coral is in trouble?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that's basically what I want to highlight, the fact that corals are in trouble and we need to do something about it.
You're starting a discussion with your pieces. That's fantastic. What is this?
It's a sea anemone.
What now?
A sea anemone.
Sea anemone.
Yes.
What is that, please?
Well, I mean, other things that I do under the ocean are just kind of like take different aspects of the ocean and kind of create sculptures. So I was just like, I saw a sea anemone once diving, and then I saw images of them, and I decided that I want to do a series of sea anemones.
I love how you capture the movement of it. What is it?
It's a sea urchin.
Figured, don't step on those. Love how you've made the wine cork with this, and just the movement that you're able to capture. This is just the inspiration for this.
It's a tridacna clam.
Oh Jesus, lady, you're taking me back to school. Which is a what now?
It's a type of clam under the ocean, a giant clam,
a giant
basically.
Clam. And what are we looking at over here?
That is another like a coral composition. So this is a mustard hill coral, and then these small parts right here would be the club finger tip corals, and then the green part is the moss.
I love how you've captured it in the earrings as well. Can you take one up so we can just show it? Okay.
So I have these things that are, I guess, easily sellable. So I really want to do, I like the making sculptures and large pieces, but it's not as easy to get them sold quickly.
Right.
So the small things like the earrings or the bottle stoppers are things that persons usually buy quickly.
If you're into starfish.
Yeah.
Then this is also very cute, very trendy, and you make rings
Yes.
as well.
So there are rings there too.
Okay. Yeah. Like a muggle one for you. Woot. All right, guys. That's in the process of doing what you're doing.
I was making a brain coral, a small brain coral. So basically to make the piece, I create the form first, and then I kind of drew the lines for the brain coral, and then I started to carve it out.
How long does that take?
I'm saying to make it, it was probably like 5 hours. But then you
It's
have
so intricate.
yes. But then the important part of ceramics isn't just the making part, because after you make it, it has to dry, and then when it's dry, you get it fired. And then after it's fired, you have to paint it, which is when you glaze it, and then you have to fire it again. So you'll have a lot more to it than just
It's not Wally work. This is what Hanneke is trying to say. And then it's so amazing. You kind of take the snapshots when you go down, right? Just when you dive. You kind of come back up and remember what's in your mind's eye, and then you.
And I have a GoPro also, so when I go down, I
you
take images and
pictures.
videos and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fantastic work, young lady.
Thank you.
Where do we get a chance to see more and to get stuff from your collection?
I have a website, theartisticmermaid.com, and I also I'm setting up the store on that part right now. So the store isn't set up just yet, but I post everything that I make on Instagram, and if you're interested there, you can contact me or anything, email, call.
And we find you at Artistic Mermaid.
Yes, the artistic.mermaid.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Very talented. Annika Koff with us this morning, the Artistic Mermaid. Look for her on social. Check out her website and patronize her business, please. We'll have more on Smile in a little bit. Thank you, lady.
Thank you.